this is my mega settlement here at Spectacle Island. It has kind of two purposes. One, as you can see, look at all the robots in there working away, scavenging stuff. Now they're going to put that into the workbench. I've also got my larger bots here, which are my Kismet RDS, or Robot Delivery System. We got Misfit Jim and Ameridave chilling out. And of course we got Sister Wolf hanging out with me. And then of course we got the workbench here. And what it's doing is actually going to pull stuff out of the workbench using the vacuum hopper and then run it down here and sort it. Now every time I'm here, I try to turn the sorter on because it works while you're at the settlement. You want to go ahead and just let it run. There it goes right there. It's going to go ahead and pull shipments out of there. After it does that, it's going to do something else, like purified water and all of that along the way. Now we got, of course, just manually go in and organize it ourselves. But why do that? Why do we got to manually do it? Why not have it do it for us? So let's see how much purified water we have. 931. That is awesome. Awesome. That is a whole lot of caps we can sell to all these guys. It's about 20,000 caps, depending on how much you got there. All right. Let's get out of my power armor. Oh, I heard it go ding. It's dinging something. Ah, right here. Was organizing that ammo. Okay, when it finds the ammo that I put in the sorter, I just put one of that ammo in the sorter, and then it runs it down this way. Transcoding hype. That's right. I've been transcoding a lot earlier. A lot of transcoding. And again, I don't praise Adam. Kids, did you pick up anything? Yeah, anything? Did you pick anything up? I picked up a lot of stuff up. I picked like 1,300 weight worth of stuff, 1,400 weight worth of stuff. Kids, didn't you get anything from the workshop at Norhagen? At least I didn't see you pick it up. No, I did. I picked it all up at once. Picked it all up at the same time. I used the stove that was there by the thing. Kids, and just wait. This one, it's gone. Yep, it's gone. It goes out of there. But let's just, I can get the link for it here. While we're kind of finishing up here, we'll go ahead and listen to it. Let me make sure I put it somewhere where it's not going to sound weird. We'll just throw it over here. Oh, I hear it sorting something else. Dinging again. So again, you can just stand here, go AFK, and let it just sort all your stuff. There we go. Yeah, it's based on how much you donate. So if you donate $1, you get $1 worth of play. Now I could turn it up, I think, in here somewhere. Let's turn it up to 60 seconds. I can turn it up to that. There we go. But it doesn't matter anyway. I'm playing the whole song anyway, even though he donates $1. So there you go. Because I'm just in that mood today. I think that's okie dokie. Oh, well, thank you, Penguins. I appreciate it. And congratulations on being my 3,700 follower today as well. Trying to get out of my power armor, but I'm already out of my power armor. That's when you know I'm starting to get groggy. All right, so let's finish off the night here by selling all this stuff to our vendors. And you will see I'm about to get a tremendous amount of cash. We might have enough time. I don't know, maybe we'll go till 6 here on Fallout, and then Fallout 4, and then some Fallout Shelter after a little bit of a break. You're in my mind. Oh. Take it slow. Uh-oh. Get that. Deathclaw meat. What that is. Make sure we get that into food. Netherite. Boom. Just a little patience. Now again, if you want to sort just your stuff, go in here and grab all your junk out of here. Like so. Of course, make sure you got the strong back perk before you do this, otherwise you'll start taking damage. A little disclaimer. Now again, I have all the strong back perks, so I don't take any damage while I'm overburdened. I don't take any damage, or I don't, my legs don't break, which is what happens early in the game when you don't have it. It can take a while. Now, I don't know how it chooses stuff in here, but that's going to take a long time, so I'm just going to put it all back in there, let it do its thing. So I don't know how it chooses what goes first and what goes second, but I wish there was a way to change it, right? Is to choose what you want it to do. That would be awesome. Through the terminal. Maybe in the future. Okay. Praise the kids, sing it kids, that's right. Oh man, I used to have this on loop. I burned about 3 or 4 of these CDs out. Mr. Gochu, that is down below the stream, but I'll just let you know, I am 46 years old. 46. Been playing games since Pong dropped back in the day. Actually, I used a really old system, which you guys probably never heard of. It's called ColecoVision. You actually had these plastic overlays that you would put over your TV. It was the old TVs where they didn't have remotes. There was no remote controls in those days, by the way. You had to manually turn it. So you had to turn it to channel 3, and then you would plug in your ColecoVision, and you had a little white square that you would take through the little ghost house, or the little haunted house. And you would go into different rooms and that kind of stuff. It was awesome for its day. Nobody even heard of that before. Nobody even heard of that.
So just looking for a hand.
It was a lot of fun. Okay, we got to work on our conditions.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
Great song. Boom. Well, the great thing about games is it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're young, whether you're in your 80s or 90s or 60s or 50s or 40s, all the way down. It's the great universal thing that brings us all together, right? That's what brings us together here on Twitch, to play games, have a good time, hang out, watch people get into trouble. And that's the way I like to have it on my stream. We're very chill in here. We got lots of cool guys in here hanging out. You'll find we have a lot of people of all ages, of all backgrounds hanging out in my stream here.
No other complaints.
So feel free to say hello or not. Feel free to hang around and just lurk if you want to. I'm very lurker friendly. You don't have to say nothing. You can just watch me get into trouble, work on your homework, do whatever you need to do. Get ourselves some water here. And no matter how old you are, don't let anybody's negativity get you down. Don't take their negativity, put it on your shoulders, or throw it in some sort of negativity backpack. In fact, throw that backpack off. Brush off those haters. Look at these. Look at these shoulders. I don't put nothing up there. It ain't my job to carry around other people's negativity, right? Stay positive. Just ignore those people. Ignore them. I don't know why they feel so bad about themselves. They got to tear other people down. Don't worry about them. You just do what you love to do. Don't let nobody stop you. Not even me. Don't let nobody stop you. You want to be a writer. If every morning you wake up and you go, someday I'm going to be a writer. Someday I'm going to be a doctor. Someday I'm going to be a lawyer. Someday I'm going to do whatever you're going to do. Don't let nobody stop you. I always wanted to be a graphic designer. And I have been for the last 25 years and enjoyed every minute of it. I've done every type of design you can do. Every type, including all the design here on my stream, including a bunch of 3D graphics and all that kind of stuff I've done here. Which in a program that is incredibly overkill, by the way. Incredibly overkill for doing stream graphics. I have Maya, the same one they use for like movies and all of that stuff. As an artist, I need various different tools. I have all the Adobe line. I've been using Adobe since version 1.0. I've used Illustrator since Illustrator 1988, by the way. Way back in the day, pioneered all of that stuff. Pioneered it all. Did everything I can do in there. That was one of my first loves. I've done everything I can do in there, 3D animation and fly-throughs and all that kind of cool stuff. But the other passion and love I have is for games and for hanging out with you guys. I really, really enjoy it, as you can tell. If you hang out in the stream for a good 15 minutes, or 10 minutes, you'll realize that I love doing this. Especially this game. This is an especially great game. Especially hanging out with my team. I love doing that as well. But if you want to know any of that additional information, how old I am, wife, kids, how long I've been with my wife, all that kind of cool stuff, that is down below the stream. 24, cool. You're going to be me when you grow 46? Well, you'll still be you, by the way. By the way, when you get older, you're still the same way you feel right now. In your 20s, you'll feel the same way, and you'll be pretty much the same person, usually, by the time you are my age. You feel the same. You feel the same as you did when you're 24. You're just a bit wiser. You make, hopefully, smarter decisions. You know, most of the time you do. You make much smarter decisions, hopefully, in the long run. Because those decisions are all on you. Every decision you make is nobody else's fault except for you. You make your choices. You make all your own choices, so they're all on you. You can't blame this person because of that, and this person because of that, and this person did this to you, and the other thing. That's one thing I've learned along the way. Being a little arrogant when I was in my 20s, I got over that eventually. And learned that lesson that, you know, you make all your own choices. Your successes or failures are all on you in the end. All on you. So go at it with all your passion, with all of your positivity. It's going to carry you through. It's going to build up that momentum. It's going to carry you through on doing the things you love. And sometimes, you know, you got to take those tough jobs, right? You got to take those jobs that are just making minimum wage. You got to pay your bills. You got to support your family. You got to do it. But always keep that goal in mind and just keep chugging away, building momentum toward that goal. That's what I suggest. Of course, your life. You do whatever you want. All right. So we're going to go in here. We're going to see if we've got anything else hiding in here that we want to get rid of. Nah, that's good. Actually, we'll get rid of these flares. I have way too many of these flares. And then we'll go in the workbench here, and we're going to grab this purified water out of here. Let's see if they drank it all up yet. Nope, they didn't. All right, so you see I've got 900 purified water there, and I'm going to use that to kind of offload. Oh, I forgot to get all the stuff. I forgot to get the stuff. Let's get all this extra stuff that we just collected here. Now, I can keep all this stuff here. I seriously doubt I'm going to use it. I'm definitely going to keep the tooth. That one I'm going to go ahead and just put in my weapons up there for now. And go with there. Now, if you do have a question or comment for me, if you are new to my stream, my name is Kismet. You can just right here below me. You can go ahead and put Kiz or Kismet. You can just type K-I-S, comma, hey Kiz, what's up? Or hey Kiz, I have this question about something. You just throw it right there in the chat. And I will be able to see it. It'll actually turn red and attach itself to the top of my chat. So I won't miss your comment or question. Turned 15 August, still an avid gamer. There you go. Although now I enjoy Twitch streams too. There you go, Barney Hill. Do what you love to do, man. Don't let nobody tell you different. If you love gaming, don't let nobody stop you. Before I married my wife, I told her, hey, I'm a graphic designer, which my wife is as well. And I'm a gamer. That's what I love to do. I don't like watching TV. I don't like doing all that other stuff. Gaming is what I love to do. And I've played thousands and thousands of games. And I can't even tabulate how many hours I've probably played games along the way. But I really like group games. I really like MMO style games, or like the old school Diablo where you get 6 people and you bring your computer and you set up a LAN and then you're all playing Diablo together. Those are the type of games I love playing. Love playing those kind of games. Kind of make me want to play some old school original Diablo. But I've got so many others to play. So many others. Alright, beer. We can get rid of that. I'm just going to grab all this out of here. Oh, got ourselves some free bottle caps. Nice. What else? We got 308 ammo. And then all the rest is just junk. Alright, so it's going to go ahead and keep sorting all that junk. Now, the cool thing is if it runs into any bottles, it's going to go ahead and sort those bottles right over here. So I can use those for dirty water. Okay, again, let's go over this guy.
Not many doctors around these days.
Let's get all the stuff we want to sell.
I need
now,
some
I
supplies,
have already
Doctor.
way much more.
I suppose I could spare some.
I have more stuff than they have in just regular caps. But they might have stuff that I want to buy in exchange for it. So he's got 1,302. And you're going to see very quickly, just in the little bit of stuff that we collected, or the good amount of stuff that we collected, he's going to be already maximum. Just like that. Yeah, it's too much. All right. So we need about, let's say about 60 something. Wow. Throw that in there. Close enough. We're over by a little bit, but that's good enough. Now again, that is my clinic guy. I looked and see if he had anything. My other guy's still not here yet. I don't know where he's at. I'm going to go ahead and go. Get out of my... Oh, I'm already out of my power armor. I'm going to go ahead and sleep for about an hour, which should bring that vendor up as well. Let's keep that music going for at least another 15 minutes here, and then we're going to take a little break. And then I'll be back for some Fallout Shelter. Kiz, when do you start Twitch streaming? Great question, Mr. Goku. I start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And at the end of my stream here, I will give you all that info. And I also do have a schedule down below the stream. But I stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and also Saturdays and Sundays from 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I almost said the wrong thing, Amir Dave. From 9 p.m. Eastern Time all the way till 5 a.m. Eastern Time. So sometimes I do bonus stream, though, or mega stream on top of those. Like right now, I'm mega streaming, meaning I'm going past my normal time. We'll go as long as we can go, and then we'll take a break. I also sometimes bonus stream, meaning that any random time that I have some time, I'll say, okay, hey, I'm just going to keep pushing toward that Twitch partnership. I'm going to stream a bit extra and keep going. So I'll just randomly stream, and you can find that out on my Twitter as well. So you want to watch my Twitter, I'll send it out there, or just follow my channel, and then it will alert you, hopefully. Sometimes it forgets. It will alert you, hopefully, of that. Uh-oh, we got some bad weather coming in. What are we going to do about it, guys? What are we going to do about this bad weather? Huh? Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can clear up this bad weather. It's a beautiful evening. That's right. That is in the Contraptions DLC. That was a weather changer. It shoots up, changes the weather, and clears the weather out, which I think is just totally cool. Totally cool. All right. Well, we got to sleep all the way till the vendors come back in the morning. We slept a bit too long there, or not enough, or something like that. So there we go. If you ever want to know what time it is for me, all you have to type up, Sister Wolf typed it right there in the chat, Kiz Time, Kistime. And it will, all one word, by the way, and it will show you what time it is. So right now for me, it is 5:45 a.m.
Nice day. Where are we headed?
There we go. Just getting that lover's embrace in here. Feel that love. My companion here, Piper. I keep her at that station so she's by the bed. So I get that lover's embrace.
You need fixing up? Let's get a look at it.
Like I feel, baby. Hey, the Assassin Elite, happy birthday. Congratulations on turning 16.
I need some supplies.
That is an awesome age. You're getting there. You're getting up to the top of the totem pole. Oh, we got to go over this way. Getting up to the top of the totem pole. Eventually, you'll be a senior in high school. And then you'll be out of high school, and you will never see any of those people from high school again. Maybe one or two people, especially if you have a friend that you have a long-term friend that you might have over your life. But pretty much all those people you would never see again. Never in the whole rest of your life, which is wild. I'd say probably at the best, you might see 2% of those people. Best case scenario. Unless you go to work at the school, then maybe we'll see them. But pretty much, you won't see any of those people again. Which is, in some ways, a good thing. In some ways, not a good thing. If you don't get to see your friends again. But for me, I don't see any of those people. Only my very close friends do I still keep in touch with. All the other people, and I went to school with thousands of people. Because we have, in California, very large schools. Very large schools. Torn away! Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so we've gotten all of her junk yet again, bought the whole entire vendor out. Now I owe her 1,368 caps. She's got 942. We're going to call that around 2,250, a little bit more than 2,250. But that's okay, because we're going to go ahead and just sell this stuff off. Again, I don't want to sell the tooth off. So I'm just going to sell this various stuff until she owes me money. Watch how quickly she's going to owe me money from all this stuff we collected earlier. Look at that. It's too much now. I got to take some of my stuff back. 242. What do we got? 239. Oh, right on the dot. How lucky is that? Boom. I actually didn't do the math that time. Didn't do the math that time. I just lucked out. Well, that's part. So I'm just going down each person and seeing if they have anything I want. Let's get some 308 ammo. I guess I could get some more fusion cores if I really wanted it bad enough. Let's see. Not really. Nothing there I want. 40, 50. 1650. So again, sell the rest of the stuff until she owes me 1650. Well, actually, it'd be 1218 by the time we counterbalance it. But here we go. Here we go. When did I start Twitch streaming? Great question. I actually started way back in Justin TV. Now, my focus for the last 14 years, and still is my focus, is my team. I'm the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny, aka the Kismet team. We've been together for over 14 years, and we've had over 800 members over that time. We played a lot of MMOs. We've played Lineage. We've played Lord of the Rings Online. We've played WoW, of course. We've played Guild Wars 2, and, of course, Star Wars The Old Republic, which we're back to playing now. We played it from the very beginning. Then we left, and then we're back again. And, of course, we'll be playing other games like Star Citizen, Shroud of the Avatar, a lot of really killer games going on right now. So eventually we will play all of those as well. So that's one of my favorite things. And the reason why I'm telling you that, thank you, Barney Hill, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. The reason why I'm telling you that is that's the reason why I started streaming in the first place. I started streaming because I was showing my members skill rotations, how to set up your utilities, how to set up your skill rotations, and do all that way back in the Justin TV days. So I wasn't really thinking about becoming a full-time streamer. Went a little bit too far. By the way, I'm going to talk a little bit here while we're doing this here, while we're just selling stuff. So I wasn't really going to become a serious streamer, just doing it for them. That's what I always, when I'm in game, that's always what I'm thinking of. Okay, what do they need? What do I need to do? How do I facilitate putting great people together? And really, that's what I think my job is, the leader, just putting great people together. And then there's like a magic that happens when you put really great groups together. They just own it up, man. They just destroy at a level that you can't do in any pug, or that you can't do in any group that doesn't allow you to become part of the group, right? Right from the beginning. You should feel like a member on day one. You shouldn't have to, fuddle around with all them stupid dragon kill points, and you shouldn't have to fuddle around with feeling like a number in the guild. You're just one of thousands of a guild. And then you can't get in with the groups that are doing all the raids, or you can't get into those cliques. I despise that. I despise that kind of putting people on the outs in that way. So we don't do that. We don't do that on my team, and that's why I started streaming. To continue that story while we're doing this, about last year, around my birthday, June 23rd, really on June 14th, when Fallout Shelter came out, I started streaming a bit more, and I started streaming Fallout Shelter, which I really love that game. Started making guides for it and whatnot, and really fell in love with streaming and doing what I'm doing right now. And then about that time, I said, you know what? This would be awesome to do this all the time. It would be awesome because literally I have streamed. Let me go ahead and check my uptime. Let me see what my uptime is right now. See, I've been streaming for 5 hours, almost 6 hours now. And normally I've already streamed for 9 hours, by the way, because I usually stream 3 hours before 12, and then I go 12 all the way to 5. So yes, about 6 hours, and literally it feels like 15, 20 minutes went by. That's how you know you're doing something you have passion for, that you enjoy, when it's basically like a time machine. Like before you know it, boom, all these hours have gone by. That's how you know you're doing the right thing. So if you have something in your life that does that, well, I've already gone over there. I got to take some of that stuff back. Let's see, 40. We got anything that's worth 40? We'll do 21 there. 42 is pretty good. All right, so we're getting the caps of each vendor here. Again, I have
Excuse
way
me.
more stuff than these vendors could ever buy from me. So I'm just
got a
going to
few
sell them
minutes to
all I
browse.
can and then put the rest of it away here at some point. So there we go. You feel school sick already? It's coming up soon for my daughters go to back to school here in beginning of next month, which is only about a week or so away. So I've got to get to the water park at least one more time. Do you like competitive gaming? I love PvP in certain games. I love the World v World in Guild Wars 2 because it's like on an epic scale. You have literally hundreds of people fighting and there's stuff going on and people blasting all over the place, and this guy's doing that and you're working with your team and we're trying to hold your little corner, and there's people trying to bam down the door and they're hitting with rams and you're trying to destroy the ram, and people are casting spells and pulling you off the castle walls. That is super fun. That is super fun. But their regular PvP is so repetitive and very much the same thing over and over and over and over and over that it doesn't really give the variety of the World v World, and it's not on the same epic scale as the World v World. Now, the smaller PvP that I like is in Star Wars The Old Republic. I love Hut Ball. Hut Ball is like one of the greatest PvP games of all time. You throw the ball to someone else, and then you're running along, and you got to throw it to somebody else, or if they kill you, then it goes to someone else. It's very fast-paced, which I really like. They did a really good job on that, by the way. Really super good job. $12.50 on this one. $12.50 worth of stuff. I'm sure we've got more. Now, I'm not trying not to sell any of my dirty army fatigues, any helmets, any combat armor. Again, I'm going to save those for my companions and for my settlers. And I'm also trying to keep the robot armor because I want to put all my people in the thing eventually. Mechanic jumpsuit, going to keep that. Making stuff. All this metal chest piece I'm going to get rid of, but not the helmets. Metal helmets, you can actually mod those. So I don't want to get rid of those. Mining helmets, not going to get rid of those this time. Combat armor, raider armor. Anything that says leather or raider, that's like an instant sell after a while. After like the first, say, 15 levels in the game. Same thing with all this raider power armor and stuff. So heavy and mostly useless. There's a shadow metal helmet. I want to keep that. Look at how much stuff. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing it again. I'm not paying attention. Hold on. So I get to the point where I just want to sell everything, and then I realize, wait a minute. I've given them too much. Ah, close enough. All right, we've got one vendor left here. One left. So I do like, I played Quake, I've played Unreal Tournament, I played in an actual tournament, like a convention of like 200 players back in the day. We used to do LAN games before the internet was strong enough. There was an internet back then, but it was way too slow to play competitive games. So what we do is we'd have LAN parties with hundreds of people, and I'd invite them into my office, and we would take all the desks and everything out, and we would put all the gaming tables up, and we would basically play all weekend long. It would just be pizza and soda. That's it. And I'd open up my soda machine because I have my own office. I've had several of my own businesses, by the way. We'd open up the soda machine. I had a stand-up gauntlet 4-player. I'd open that up, and we could just endless put credits on it. We could just order up like 15 pizzas and then party all weekend long. And I've actually won a Descent 2, I think it was Descent 2 or maybe Descent 1, I can't remember, so long ago, tournament. I was number 1. I destroyed everybody. And the funny thing is I destroyed them on my Mac. How embarrassing to get destroyed on a Mac back in the day. Their processors were 133, mine were 33, but I had the Thrustmaster and I had the rudder pedals. I'm hardcore when it comes to games. So one of the greatest, I think, flight systems ever made is the Thrustmaster system. I think it is so incredibly good back in the day. I used to do Flight Simulator, I would play Descent, and of course one tournament I wanted me a $200 joystick, one of those big CH Pro joysticks. It was too big for my hands though. My hands are not ginormous, right? Some of those sticks are for people with ginormous hands. So I gave it to a friend of mine who has ginormous hands. And is a ginormous guy. He's like 6'7", incredibly tall guy.
Sure.
So I gave him the joystick. But it was a lot of fun. It came down to one shot at the very end. And these two guys were battling it out in Descent, and you can float and you can spin around all over. And they were there, and I shot in between them. and I killed both of them. Boom, and won. It was awesome. It was totally awesome. It was like the best shot of the tournament. So it's pretty cool. And everybody's behind me going, yeah, Kismet, yeah, way to go, man. It was cool. And that was back in my 20s, by the way. Back in my 20s, back in the day. Back in the day. That's how old school I am. Which seems like a long time ago to you when you're young. But as you get older, you realize that, you know, your time speeds up. It actually speeds. The older you get, the faster those days go by, the faster the years go by. Like I was saying, you know, we just did 6 hours, and it felt like it went by 10, 15 minutes. But, of course, I'm also doing something I enjoy. So if you do something you enjoy, your time goes by very, very quickly. All right, so we've got to sell this guy some stuff here. I want to get all his caps. Haven't got anything else. We run out of stuff. So no, metal chest piece. Got harness. Got to stay focused here. Stay focused. Combat armor. Metal helmet. Metal right there. Metal. Keep all this. Ooh, a whole bunch of sturdy combat armor there. Keep that sturdy combat armor. Good for your people. And we're over yet again. I think that's close enough. Boom. So how much did we make just in that? Now, by the way, let me go back and talk to this person. By the way, let's take a look here. Mr. Goku, thanks so much for dropping the dragon hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Let's show Mr. Goku lots of love in the chat, everybody.
Sure.
Now, I only sold just the kind of random stuff I picked up there. I still did not sell them the purified water. Watch if I sell them the purified water. 12,000 bottle caps. Now, do I cheat? Nope. Do I use mods? Nope. Do I shortcut? Do I glitch? Do I use console commands? Do I use any of that to try to speed up my game? No, I don't. I play totally legit. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to cheat. You're only cheating yourself out of the enjoyment of the game. At least that's what I think. I never cheat. I never shortcut because I want to get the maximum amount of time out of my game, the maximum for my money, right? Because I spent a lot of money on this game, $60 plus the expansion, which wasn't too bad. I got it for $30, but even if I spent $50, it is totally worth it because I got 1,270 hours so far into the game. I can see myself going easily another 1,000, especially with all the mods, especially with having the vault thing next. I mean, just in the vault building, I probably have another 1,000 hours. And then, of course, Nuka World after that coming in August. And then, of course, after that, that's when I'll start checking out all the mods and I'll try about a whole bunch of different things on the stream. So thousands and thousands and thousands of hours still left as long as I still want to play. And I love to play because I don't cheat. See, because I learned that lesson a long time ago. There we go. Did I ever play the Elder Scrolls Online? I did not have a chance to play it. I haven't even played Skyrim, by the way. I know you guys will go, what? Kismet, you have not played Skyrim? Well, I've been busy with my team. I have 800 members over all these years. Being the leader of a team, you have to stay focused on your team. I don't want to neglect them for playing single-player games. I would rather try to balance it back and forth. But I will play some Skyrim. I have not played Elder Scrolls Online, though I do have a ton of members who love that game, who love Elder Scrolls, and think it's one of the greatest games of all time. Just like Skyrim, they let me know. They let me know about it. Ronnie6 says, I feel like I'm starting to memorize all of Kismet's stories at this point. I know, Ronnie, huh? I do repeat my stories for those that haven't heard them. I could actually just have Saltbot read them off, huh? I need to get started on episode 3. See ya, bro. See ya, Real Tane. Make that money, bro. Make that money. And we got 1730 Queens hanging out in the stream. What's up? What's up? Let me go back up here. Saltbot get you. Looks like Saltbot got you there, 1730 Queens. Sorry about that. If you're typing something with a dot in the middle or something like weird characters or something, Saltbot will get you. But just in case, let me know. Saltbot got you. Saltbot got you for whatever reason. All right. I am Russ. You are Russ? Hi, Russ. Thanks for hanging out. Tumerga. Hope you're having a great day. We're having lots of fun in here. Having lots of fun here in the stream. Hello, hello. Catching up a bit on chat here. So as you can see, just in what we got, already. Look, I have 12,000 caps, by the way. 12,000 caps. Now, let me get my little red arrow. If you guys haven't seen this before, red arrow, hype! Boom! This is unique to my stream. I thought it up. Brilliant way to make it so you guys don't have to look all the way over the stream where I'm talking, right? Right here, look, 12,000 caps for just 900 purified water. At 1,000 purified water is roughly 15,000, based on what your charisma is and your trade rates and all that kind of stuff. But I also have another 12,000 right here. So that means I have 25,000 just in these two things. Just in those two things, not counting all that other stuff that we got all over the place. So that's a whole lot of caps, which of course is going to help me build up my settlements next time. Now, we're kind of past the time here. We've got an extra hour in Fallout 4. What I'm going to do is go ahead and stop the stream so I can cut this part into its separate video on demand. So you can watch it back here on Twitch, or eventually you can watch it back on my YouTube channel as well. Then after that, what we're going to do is play some Fallout Shelter maybe for a few hours and see how it goes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the stream off here in just a minute. I'm going to finish up what I'm doing first. And then I'm going to switch over to Fallout Shelter and do that for a few hours. All right, so let's go ahead. We're already done here. We've already bought out all the vendors. Nothing else we can do. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and just save right here. Like so. 1,200 hours. That's right, 1,270 hours. 1,270 hours. 1,270. If you don't believe me, I can show you on Steam. Let me show you on Steam. You probably can't see it, though. Probably can't see it, but... Oh, Maze Duck's trying to chat me. Oh, thank you for that info, Maze Ducks. People putting out viruses. Evil peeps. Evil peeps putting out the viruses. I wish they would take all that awesome effort and brilliance and put it into something more useful. Put it into something more... Why can we not switch? Come on. All right. I want to go Steam. There we go. Right. Oh, well, actually, 1,285 hours right now. Let me see if we can... I don't think you can see it. How do you zoom in on Windows? Doesn't Windows have like a zoom in feature? Let's figure that out. This way I don't have to screenshot that all the time. Let's go into control panels here. And just in case here, let me, speaking of that, let me go ahead and pull up. I need a nice screenshot or something. That's what I'm going to do. Hold on one second. I need a nice image here. While we're doing this. Something fun for you guys to look at while I'm doing this. What do we got? I know I've got something cool in here. What kind of cool photo can we show? Look at some previews. Oh yeah, the billboard. Let me get the billboard up. That was a lot of fun making that billboard, by the way. If you guys haven't seen my commercial for the Kismet kill box, I actually went in and put it over the top of the billboard here, which is pretty cool. Go ahead and put this way down here. Like so. This way, I don't have to hide my gameplay. I can just do that. There we go. All right, or at least you have something to look at why I hide my game, or hide my machine. Of course, obviously, I don't want anybody to find out all my personal info or the tech info of my machine. Always, by the way, if you are a streamer, always protect your computer info while you're on the stream. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, I'm going to figure out how to do that. Let's see. It's command. Can't remember. It's It's Windows X. That's what it is. Control panels. See if you guys know what it is. What is the thing that allows you to zoom in? You know, like easy access. He means Russian, or she. Ah, Tamika is Russian. Well, welcome. Greetings from the United States. I hope you're doing awesome in Russia. I hope it's a beautiful day there. I know you guys are way ahead of me, because probably, depending on what part of Russia you're in, maybe 6, 8, 12 hours ahead of us here. It is 6 o'clock in the morning for me here in Tennessee, United States. I'm originally born and raised, lived there for about 30 years in Southern California, home of Disneyland and all that stuff, and beautiful, beautiful beaches that I spent most of my childhood in the water. And you would literally have to crowbar me out of there to get me out of that water. I love the water. I love sea doing. I love boating. I love anything to do with that. I spent a lot of time at the river, Copper Canyon, Colorado River, up and down that sucker so many times, driving sea-doos or boats that I would rent and have a lot of fun. And yes, we would do lots and lots of partying, by the way, in my 20s back in the day. Some of those times I remember, and some of those I don't remember. That's how you know you partied too much. Or maybe you partied just right, depending on how you look at it, right? Depends on how you look at it. That was my part of my youth. Doing crazy stuff like that. Crazy stuff. All right, so let's find a way. There's got to be a way.
Always scan this section.
Always scan this section. Okay. Make easier. There's got to be a zoom in here somewhere. Got to be a zoom. Isn't there a zoom for Windows? Search for magnifier.
Start
on
magnifier.
Start magnifier. There we go.
Start narrator. Start on screen keyboard. Always scan this section.
All right, so yeah, I got a magnifier now. Whoa. How do I work the magnifier? Okay, there we go. I've got the magnifier going. Oh, this is awkward. Awkward. Windows, why do you make stuff awkward? The Mac one is so much better. It's so much better. Okay, proof and point. Here we go, right here. I'm going to turn my Kismet kill box off here. And voila, right there. Right there, 1,285 hours I've played. And last played yesterday. Actually, I'm playing it right now. That's weird. But there you go. There you go. Now I got to get out of this thing. How do I make this thing stop? Go away, magnifier. There we go. And now you know how many hours I've played. And let's go ahead again. Let's go ahead and sleep in the bed just in case I forgot. I'm not sure if I did or not.
Hey.
Okay. There we go. Accessories magnifier. Yes, I found it. It was hiding under ease of access, which is the exact copy name that they have it on the Mac, which I think is
Let me know if there's anything I can do.
If you can't do stuff original, then just copy somebody else's idea.
Proofread.
So there we go. Thanks to Ronnie6 for that info. All right, everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to some Fallout Shelter, a game I really, really like. Incredibly fun. We're going to check up on this.
The Commonwealth never left.
Godlike? Who was that awesome godlike person who went in there and did some stuff on my YouTube? Let's see. Wow, a ton of people hit that follow button.
Say the word.
Thank you so much for those follows, everybody. It's weird it only does that from time to time. It doesn't do it every time I get a mail, but it only does it time to time. It's funny. Funny stuff. All right, well, do
Most
what you
folks
can
are
do.
just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Do what you can do. Boom. All right, let's get all that going. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and stop the stream, just so this part will be cut separate. And then from there, what I'm going to do is go ahead and start up Fallout Shelter, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. So just hang out in the stream. Feel free to talk amongst yourself. Let me know what the name of your vault is. What number is your vault? And how far along are you? Have you gotten to the part where you are now building out your settlements, or you got anything like that? You got any screenshots? Send me some screenshots via Twitter. I always love to see what people are doing in their Fallout Shelter. If you're doing it on mobile, if you have like an iPad, you can hold down both your home button and your power button and just press them both at the same time. You can take a screenshot and you can send it off to Twitter. Or you can take a screenshot or use your phone to take a picture of your tablet, or if you have it on your PC, of course, you can print screen or use the built-in screen capture thing in Fallout Shelter. So I love to see other people's builds here on Fallout 4. So if you do like a Kismet kill box or something like that, you can do that as well. Now, speaking of Kismet kill box, if you want to know all that stuff, you can go ahead and check that on my YouTube. You can also check out how to become an awesome settlement overseer, which looks like someone already put in there. You can also check out that as well. So feel free to check those out. Make sure to go ahead and hit that like button. If you really like it, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. All right, everybody, I'll be right back in just a minute. Thanks for hanging out.